YouTube. Oh, there's no time anymore. Okay. All right. So we are live on YouTube. Welcome everybody. And tonight we're going to talk about childhood memories in this English immersion here on Talk and Talk. So let me introduce myself. I'm Leandro. I'm 32 years old. I live here in Florianópolis, Santa Catarina, but I was born and raised in Rio Grande do Sul. I don't know why I pointed to back, something like in my past. But okay, no problem. So I've been here in Talk and Talk for, I believe, since 2022, I guess. I'm not sure right now, but I'm helping as a host since last April. So we are almost completing 1 year here. All right, so let's do it. Childhood memories. We have a couple of questions here to guide our conversation. So let me read the first one. Please introduce yourself and tell us what is your first memory when you were a kid. Let me see, Walson, can you answer that one to us?
Oh, yes. Good evening. My name is Walls, and live in Pitangui, Minas Gerais. I'm 49 years old. I married. I have a daughter. I have a cat. I'm a full stack developer. I'm here since last August to improve my English. And answer the first question. What's your first memory from when you were a kid? Well, my first memory is I play outside house all the time, all day, and outside house and every day, every time. Uh, while my mother did pick me to home, I was on the street. I sleep on the street, and is my memories is the childhood, my childhood without smartphones, without internet or without technology. The the root the root childhood.
Great, Walson. It's becoming more rare as the time passes to see children playing like that. Sad but true. All right. So Priscilla, can you answer the first question to us?
Yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Priscila. I live in Petrópolis, Rio de Janeiro State. I'm married. I have a little dog. Nowadays, I work on a voluntary project. I am software test analyst. In my free time, I like listen to music, watching movies, travel, stay with my family. That's it about me and about the question. Yeah, I have a lot of memories about my about my childhood, and let me see. Mm, I remember I played a lot with my cousins, and all the time I created history like I had a Barbie and Ken. And I remember I created a lot of history. I'm very creative person, but and it's so funny. My history, my cousins like a lot, and I played every day and prepare the environment every day, because sometimes I don't have the specific location for to play it, and because that I need prepare in the other day prepare again, because I don't. My moms said me, you need to organize this. I don't know, bagunça, and and I need all the time every day. Uh, Prepare a special location. I have a friend. sometimes my friends participated, and my friends, I remember, um, had a, oh my gosh, a piscina da Barbie, and prayed together with my cousin and me, and it's so good memories, huh? It's so nice phase of my life.
It's funny because you were describing this scenario and I was trying to imagine all the things. And when you said the swimming pool, Barbie's swimming pool, wow. We went. It's amazing. It's amazing. That's great. Thank you, Priscilla. What about you, Yasmin?
Hi guys, I'm Yasmin. I'm 18 years old. I'm from São Paulo. And the oldest memory I have is actually a memory that I remember I was so young, and I became to my mom and talked to her. I don't want to use pacifier anymore. And she looked at me and talked to me. Okay, I can just throw in the trash, and I say yes, totally. Of course, she had a pacifier hiding by me too. I um if I felt uh some problem with do not use anymore, and I would just start again with pacifier. But I remember that was my older memory, and okay, all of it became okay. I never felt I need to use more pacifiers. So there was a very older memory. I think I was only 2 years in that memory. So I think that was my first memory.
Well, first of all, thank you. And you are increasing our vocabulary. I had to make a search to figure out what is a pacifier. And second of all, wow, you have a memory from when you were 2 years old, really? Seriously?
I think I think I have this kind of old in that memory, because it's literally one of only memories I had to my childhood is that memory. I remember I was so young, and I remember it was on a house that I lived uh, since of since of I was born to 5 years old. So I think the memory is so oldest.
This is awesome. Thank you, Yasmin. What about you, Bruna? Have you ever heard the word pacifier? I've
Nope.
never.
I was totally lost. Well,
Uh,
nice to meet you guys. My name is Bruna. I'm 28 and I'm from Brasilia. I'm studying to be a front-end developer. I live with my grandparents and my aunt. I have 2 cats and 1 dog. I love reading, listening to music, watching TV shows, movies. I stay at home most of the time. I don't like to go out a lot. But yeah, nice to meet you. And about the question, it's not a very exciting memory, but I remember that I had a box with all of my toys, and I love to go inside the box to play with them. And then I made a mess with my toys, and then my mother had to clean everything. But yeah, it's not a very exciting memory, but when I think about it, it's the first that came to my mind. But yeah.
That's great. Well, you remember, let me answer this question before you, Rafael, but I remember right now that I had a bucket. Do you know that 18 liters ink bucket? Os baldes de tinta de 18 litros. Oh, I apologize, I use it for this. Bem, so I remember I had a big bucket and it was full of cars, small cars, toys, and I like it to play off traffic. Can you imagine? I form a big line of cars stuck in the traffic like it was something good or it was something funny. Nowadays, I have figured out that it's not fine to be stuck on the traffic in some way. I'm paying for this kind of play that I did when I was a kid. So that is my, I believe it's not my first memory, but it came to my mind right now that you mentioned that you had a bucket, you have a box. It was not a box, it was a bucket, but it was almost the same. Thank you, Bruno. What about you, Rafael? Did you like to play like traffic?
Yeah, it's a part of childhood, the boys. It's very common, right? Well, guys, I'm Rafael Borim, right? I'm living in Maracanã, the next city, small city, the great area of Fortaleza, Ceará, right? I'm the software engineer. Well, I love to go out to the beach with my family, my wife and my daughter. I love to watching series TV, movies, eating popcorn, drinking guaraná. Yeah. I have two dogs, one cat, and one parrot. Sometimes I see in the great area of my house frogs and some snakes, but not dangerous. It's very cool
where
here.
do you live, man?
Yeah, I'm living the
In the
how can I say
jungle.
that? De uma área bem próximo de muito mato. It's very common. Saw the snakes for here. Well,
Okay.
I was a kid. I my first memory is I play soccer on the street, right? If I'm lost the part of my foot fingers, it's it's not good, but it's okay. It's a part of the play. Yeah, I remember this. I remember for the play enjoying with I don't know speaking in English. It's a polícia ladrão, pega pega. Yeah, I remember. It's very common. I'm playing about these things. Yeah, I remember. It's my first one.
Great, great. Wow. You were used to play like police chase or something like that. You know what? You said my foot fingers, and I realized that I remember right now that we have a specific name. In Portuguese, we use the same to the hands and to the foot, but in English we have toe, Toe, toe. So in the hand we have fingers, and in our foot we have toes. So I don't know how to describe what you said, but I understand what you mentioned because it was something common to me to play barefoot and to to have some injuries on my foot. So that's great, man. We appreciate your answer. Thank you. Okay, let's jump to the second question. Bruna, can you read and answer to us this one?
Yes. Can you tell about a fun memory from when you were young? Well, when I was a child, I had 3 imaginary friends. One was,
3?
yeah, one was a girl. It was basically my twin. Another was a horse. And the other one was a giraffe. So yeah, and I used to play with them a lot. I remember going under the table to play with them there, and it was crazy. And like when I thought about them, they just showed up to me, and they stayed with me for a while, but then stopped and never came back. But yeah,
They
it was
left. They
fun.
left.
They left.
They went to buy cigarettes and left.
Yeah.
What about you, Rafael? What do you think about the second question?
Sorry. Well, it's a my fun memory. It's very common, and me and my friends. I don't proud about it, but it's very common. Ring the bell of the houses around in neighborhood and run. I don't proud, but it's very fun.
Thanks God the kids don't play at the street anymore, because otherwise we would still have this problem. What a selfish thing, but yeah, thank God nobody does it anymore. What about you, Yasmin?
When I read the question, I remembered by memory. I went to a zoo with my parents, my aunt, and my uncle. And my aunt saw plant. Let me check the word for it. Seeding, plant seeding is muda de planta. In that size, next to a wall, and she just take it to bring the house of her, and the security of the zoo looked at her and just say, "You cannot take it is for the zoo." And the security turned his back, and she just keep the plant again. And
Oh, she stole the plant, you mean?
yeah, and he looked back at at her because the plant was big, and you can see um, if you was away from it too. So he looked again and told, "You can not take it," and she just accepted it. Was so fun in that epoch. Was so good.
Well, it was really fun. Okay. Uh, thank you. I lost myself here. I was imagining the situation because I have my mother-in-law is used to see a lot of plants on the street. Oh, I need this, I need that, and I was like, no, it's not yours. It's you know. But yeah, it's a problem. We have a problem with plants and some people out there. Thank you, Yasmin. Let me see. What about you, Walls? Do you have any fun memory?
Yes. When when I was a child, near my house have a little river, and all children swim in this little river, and the river is red, dirty water, and a lot of kids who swim in red water and red dirty water.
Wow,
If
this
this
seems dangerous.
if this not kill me, not killed me more.
Like, like right now,
Is
you are
that
immortal. You're immortal. You are 120 years old because you
well,
was
a lot of kid like a lot of pigs.
man. This is really fun. Thank you all. What about you, Priscilla? Do you have any Red River near your house?
So, uh, about the question, I remember a little the one history now. I like it a lot to play pique-esconde, and one day my cousin to do a surprise for me, like when I try found her. Um, my cousin, I forget the name in English, me assustou and
Scared. I believe he
scare
scared you.
scared me, and I cry a lot in that moment. But after that, I think it's a funny situation because I like it a lot play this pique-esconde and. All the time, I like to do this, yeah, scared with my friends or my cousin. And in this situation, my cousin to do this with me, and eu fiquei brava, and I'm crying, and after that, it's okay, and it's a funny situation. I don't remember other fun memory. I don't remember now. Only
It's
that.
it's funny because while people here are sharing their memories, we can recall a lot of different situations because I don't know how our mind do that, but our mind is constantly referring and making new connections, and it's really interesting how our brain works
Yeah, I
regarding this.
can. No, yeah, I can recognize it, and I can see some flashes. I don't know it's correct. Like this that moment. It's so good. Mhm.
Right now, I just recall a situation when I had a bike, and my father has just adjusted the front brakes, the brakes to stop the bike, and I went to the street to give a ride, to have a ride, and I saw a colleague of mine from the school. I was like 7 or 8 years old, and we started to race together. And I won the race, but I used the front brake, and it was really good because I had a crash. When the rear wheel, I don't know, overcome you, and so it was something like it was a flash, and all of a sudden I was under the bike on the street, and I was like, what happened? And I didn't see anything. I just pushed the front brake because I was riding my bicycle with the front brake really bad in a bad situation, and then my dad has just adjusted it and fixed the brake, so I had this little accident. And I just remember that. Wow, it was not funny at that time, but right now I'm laughing about it. Great. Let me see. Yasmin, could you please read the third question and answer it to us?
What toys or games did you like to play with as a child? For me, I I like to play with dolls. I mostly like to Monster High, and I like to board games too. I like to play Monopoly, uh, checkers too. So I like this kind of toys when I was a child.
Great. You mentioned Monster High, but I believe Monster High is something really recent. Like From my time, it was Wood Pecker, Tom and Jerry, and something like that. I understand. Great. Thank you, Yasmin. And what about you, Priscilla?
Well, I like it a lot. My toys, like a Barbie King, and I remember I had a um, machine like a supermarket, and I liked a lot to play with this. And about games, I I liked a lot my video game. Like I don't know, I like a game is Bomberman. Do you know Bomberman? Tetris, Mario, Sonic. Let me see.
So you
Ah,
had a Super Nintendo, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And the other game, but I don't remember the name, the other, because in the other game I have a game Bomberman. In the Super Nintendo, no. Only Super
Maybe
Mario.
it was Atari.
Yeah, yeah, I don't remember.
There's a lot of different consoles.
Yeah,
But yeah, good.
it's so
And
nice.
yeah, right now I remember I like it so much to play with cars. All of my toys were just cars, and cars. I never liked the dolls like the superhero dolls, you know. And video game, I earn a video game. It's not earned. Like my dad gave me a video game when I was like 9 years old or something like that, and it was a Dynavision with a pistol, and we used it to play the game with the ducks to shot the to shoot or shot to shot the ducks, you know.
Uh-huh.
So it was funny at that time. I'm not sure that it would be sold nowadays, but I like that kind of
Do
game.
do you know a game like a corrida, but only have for example, two patinhas or other a lot of personagens.
Cartoon characters,
It's yeah, I like this game too.
something like
Uh,
Mario Kart or something like that.
I like that. Yeah.
No, actually not. No, I'm joking. I don't know. Thank you, Priscilla. What about you, Walsin?
Well, my favorite toy was my soccer ball. I played soccer with my friends on my street and until night every day. And when I was a child, who had a ball was a king. My preferred game with soccer, and the game without ball, hop flag. I play hop flag with my friends every day too.
That's great. That's great. I never was a big fan of soccer, so that's why I didn't mention. I believe I had only one or two balls in the to play like when I was a child. Thank you, Walsin. What about you, Rafael?
Well, in my case, I love it, the army dolls. So I create the environment of war, right? The green green doll. It's very common using
This
the
the little soldiers.
yeah. It's that
Wow.
it's really nice. I love to create of the environment, creation of ramps to jump the cars. It's so interesting. It's about games. I love to games the Mega Drive, right? Street of the Rage. How can I say that? I don't know the name is in English, but it's a Tartaruga Ninjas. I love it too.
The Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, Well,
My nickname. I'm sorry. My nickname was one of the Ninja Turtle because I was used to I don't know how to say to shave my head. Donatello, and a colleague of mine. It was recently. A colleague of mine. He was watching me on the camera, this camera circuit, and said, "Hey, look, Donatello is here." On the and I
That's
didn't like it,
awesome.
so that's why the nickname it is. Okay, I apologize. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think that's it. I love to uh, fighting games. For example, how can I say the name? Oh my gosh, I don't remember. It's I can't don't remember. Coffee, the King of Fighters, right? It's very common here in my city. The how can I say that? It's oh my gosh, I don't remember the name. But the video game it's a television, and the controls do you battle off your friends, right? It's an
Oh,
internal bus from here my city.
fliperama,
Yeah, and no arcades. The name
arcade,
is the arcades. Yeah,
arcade games.
Street of the Fight. What else? Tekken. It's so nice.
Yeah, I remember pinball. Do you remember the pinball arcade?
Yeah, it's really
Yeah,
really hard.
yeah. Thank you. What about you, Bruna?
I loved playing with dolls, but since I was a kid, I've always loved monsters. So I had a lot of toys like that. And I have one with me that it was my favorite. And I'll show you like this one.
Wow, lovely.
Yeah, really handsome. So I had a lot of toys like that. And I loved it. But yeah, I loved games, computer games. Um, I forgot how to say it, that we can fight the characters. Fight games. Yeah, fight games like Mortal Kombat, for example. I loved it. But Mortal Kombat, I never had a video game, so I used to go to my cousin's house and play with them. I loved it. And there was a computer game called Avatar Arena that was about the Avatar animation. And we had to fight with the characters from the cartoon, so I really loved it. And I also loved games to dress up characters, like choose the clothes to put on the characters and change the hair and put makeup. Games like this. So, yeah.
Oh, looks interesting. Thank you, Bruno. Rafael, could you please read the fourth question to us? Read and answer, of course.
Yeah. Did your family have any special tradition when you hear Leo? Mm, I don't remember specific, but well, not my family, but I had one neighborhood. It's create a party about the São Cosme e Damião, the same the children. I don't know this in English. Dia das Crianças. It's very fun because she's how can I say, enchia the balloon of the candies. It's in how can I say, it's enganchava no teto e estourava, e aí era bala para todo lado, bombom para todo lado. it's very fun. Do you take more more candies? It's the I enjoy about it, but it's my family. I don't remember. It's very common in holidays. Yeah, I think that's it.
Great. Rafael, I will tell you, I lived in a neighborhood that it was bullets for every, but it wasn't candy. It was real bullets. All right. Thanks God I moved it though. Um, all right, let me see. Bruna, could you please answer the first question? If you didn't notice, I'm trying to be random here to don't be, but sometimes it's hard. I have a log here, but sometimes it's hard to to be, I don't know, to be fair.
I remember when I was a child, on Easter, my mother used to hide the Easter eggs, so I had to search the entire house for the eggs, and I love doing that. It was really fun. And yeah, I don't remember another tradition, to be honest. But things like things that everyone used to do. But yeah.
That's great. What about you, Yasmin?
As for me, I'm not so next to all of my family, so I think we don't have some tradition, but by itself. But I think there was a spontaneous tradition with my mom when I was more younger. Um, all afternoons and weekdays, we watched Mexican novels, uh, oh my God, Mexican series at the SBT channel. So my mom made me something to eat in afternoon snack, and we just watched Mexican series, and there was a good thing that I remember I did all of afternoons when I was young.
Well, interesting because we had this kind of tradition. Actually, it wasn't a tradition. Actually, it was a lack of options. Like you don't have anything better to do, so you're going to see a Usurpadora, Maria do Bairro, or something like that. And funny thing, you said novels. Actually, there's a name. Also, they are also novels, but they are called soaps or soap opera. Interesting. I remember I learned that years ago, but just recall when you said I remember, no, it's not only novels, there are a different names. So soap opera. Thank you, Yasmin. And what about you, Wausen?
Well, a special tradition of my family since I was a child until nowadays is the Christmas celebration. My family, my parents, I, and my sisters celebrate together the Christmas Eve all the years. It is very special for us, and the Christmas celebration together is our tradition in my family.
That's awesome. What about you, Priscilla?
And well, when I think about it, I remember the when I was a child, my family celebrate end of the year party. I remember that because my uncle is it's so a very it's a funny person and very agitated person. Like I like it a lot to prepare the environment and receive my cousins, my sister, my parents, and their um, uncles. It's a big family. My father family, it's a big family. And the next living next. Yeah, my uncles live next. And I remember that. I have a little flash about that moment. And nowadays, unfortunately, don't have. It's not the same, but when I was child, it's so good.
It's funny because the generation next to us, like in my case, in our case, that we are around 30, 40, and 50. It's not your case, Yasmin. But in our generation, we had more cousins and relatives, like siblings, and my son generation, like my mom had 10 brothers and sisters. I have just one sister. My son is is my only son, you know. So
Yeah.
we are getting lower in number than in the past, and it's not common to gather together anymore. Not that it was in the 80s or in the 90s or even the 2000s. So yeah, we are changing.
Yeah.
Thanks to the internet, we are changing. All right, Priscilla, let's take advantage that your microphone is on. Please, could you please read and answer the fifth question to us?
Yeah, I can't. The fifth. Uh, Tell us about your birthday party you remember from your childhood. Let me see. I never. It's so hard to remember that. I remember some, for example, things, specific things like a cake because sometimes I have a moment. I forgot the name in Português. Momentos para, sei lá, momentos para ficar recordando. And I search about my photographies, and I can see, I can remember the like a cake my cousin, my friends, but I don't remember the part in special about the what's happening in that moment. I don't remember. I can't remember that. But I think in general it's good because I like so much party in the when I was child. I like so much celebrate and stay with my family and my friends, and I think it's so good. But I don't remember the now. I can't remember. I don't remember, yeah, the specific the moment, yeah.
The funny thing is that the cakes were bigger than the recent one, right? Like a big cake and delicious, more delicious than the that we have right now. We have fake cake, like in my wedding party, my wedding celebration. I don't know. I believe my wedding, just my wedding party. There was a fake cake. Can you believe that? Because
Oh my God.
it's more beautiful. Oh, of course, we had the regular cake, but the celebration one was fake. I don't know why.
I never have my cake. It's a real cake. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like it's possible to uh, experimentar like
The
escondido.
taste,
Yeah.
the taste. All right. So, people, I've just shared our survey link. Please evaluate us, leave your comment or leave your score there. And if there's something that you think we can improve or we can change, please let us know. And well, we have like 9 minutes here, so I believe it will be possible to everybody here answer the fifth question. So be free. Yasmin, could you please answer the fifth question to us? Quick and fast and quick, I don't know.
Sure. I will read. Tell us about a birthday party you remember from your childhood. I remember of my 50th birthday. I was 5 years old, and I remember the theme of party was Woody Woodpecker from the cartoon, because when I was a child, I just love it. I don't know why, but that was the theme for it. And I remember that become my uncles, cousins, and I have a specific memory of this party. Uh, the memory is my mom put candies in a balloon, and when we popped the balloon, she just used a baby bathtub to get the candies to not make a mess in our home. So that was fun, and she just picked out the candies and give to other children, but she just did it. No, but I have this memory, and that was my last birthday party, because I don't do parties on my birthday. So that was the birthday I remember from my childhood.
Oh, thanks God. I was afraid that you said, "Oh, it was my last birthday party last year." So you are 5 years old? No, no way. Wait, I got your point, and I apologize for the bad joke. All right. What about you? Let me see who. Walden. Walden, did you answer the fifth question? I believe not, right?
Yeah, my birthday party to remember was my birthday party celebration on the school. And when I was a kid, is a very common tradition in my city, celebrate the birthdays in the school. And this is very good. Always in my classroom, always had a birthday, and my colleagues, and I like so much this my part celebration in school.
Well, in my case, I was born in February, so it was always on vacation time. I never had any celebration in school. All right. Rafael, could you please answer the fifth question?
Yeah, I remember my birthday party. It's the Batman team. It's awesome because I have I don't know 10 years. Yeah, 10, 11. I don't remember, but I have photograph photo with my brother. It's in front of the forum. uh, it's loud music. It's the chaos. My parents, my uncle drinking alcohol. It's crazy. It's
Well,
a music, the mixture of the Xuxa and funk, all things. It's awesome. I remember this my birthday party. It's great for me. Great remember.
at that time, I believe it was El Chan group. They
Yeah, true.
were-
Yeah, exactly. It's very common.
Wow, and the kids dancing the El Chan music. Wow, it was not that easy to live in the 80s and 90s. Okay, what about you, Bruna? Last but not least.
I don't remember how old I was, but I had a birthday party with the theme about The Little Mermaid, which I loved. And I remember because my mother made the whole decoration by herself, and it was really, really beautiful. She used to carve on, I don't know how to say, isopor, and she did the characters from the cartoon, and it was really pretty. I don't really remember what happened at the party, but I remember the decoration because it was really, really beautiful. But yeah.
That's great. Well, I believe we don't have any left time to answer one more question, but it was really good to talk with you tonight about our childhood memories. I believe everybody here will be, each of us will have like more memories coming out tonight because it's something that we touched. I don't know, I don't know how to express this, but it's something like it was there. These memories were there, and all of the sudden, we are trying to review it again, so to pop up again. So it's really good to talk about it. So I really appreciate your participation tonight. If you any of you have something to add here, and I believe we are ready to go. So open up your microphones and say something. I don't know. I'm trying to fill this 3 minutes that we have here. So tonight we learned tools, the foot fingers, like name tools. The other word Yasmin said, pacifier, and also soap opera. Wow. We only, do you remember Disney Crush program? Disney Crush? That
Yeah.
it was a cartoon program, right? And it was before the Mexican soaps that Yasmin was used to watch. Like Usurpadora, or do you know that there's Usurpadora on Prime Video? It's a new remake, new actors and new something like that. But yeah, they have a remake of these Mexican novels. So yeah, okay, we have Priscilla didn't have patience and she left us. She gave up. She gave up. All right, people. I believe we are good here. Again, thank you so much. I would really appreciate if you can appear here next week so we can talk about anything new. I will prepare the questions right now. So thank you so much. Have a good night and see ya. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.